Hey there, everybody. Dr. JP Guidry here. I want to talk a little bit about overspeed training. So most of you are familiar with the super speed system or other types of overspeed training um, um, on the market there, as well as these are things we can do with just a driver, um, 3 wood, hitting balls. There's a bunch of ways where we can train speed-specific training with a golf club or something that represents a golf club in our hand. Um, So the big thing with this is my recommendations are a few that may be a little different than what's out there. So one is I'm not a huge fan of non-dominant side swings. I think most people are too uncoordinated. I don't really see any benefit to it. You know, there's some claims for injury reduction and these other things, deceleration. There are plenty of other ways to train those things that are easier to do and much more efficient. So, I think non-dominant side swings at best are just a waste of time and energy. At worst, could potentially put you at risk for injuring yourself, especially if you're very uncoordinated on that non-dominant side and trying to go as hard as you can. But I'm a huge fan of speed-specific training if your goal is to increase swing speed. The way we can do this, so if we have a system like Super Speed or something like that, stack system, arrow swing, there's a bunch of things on the market there. The key here is a couple things. Always track, so I use a PRGR monitor. They also have the Sports Sensors, which is a little blue and gray monitor. Not quite as accurate, but they both will do the job for tracking. You always want to be tracking your swings, both for tracking progress as well as kind of within session giving you a number to chase. So it kind of helps raise that intent, gives a little competitive nature into that. You're trying to beat your number each swing, beat your number from the last workout, things like that. I tend to stick to lower reps, so 2-3 sets, around 5 reps, maybe up to 8 reps. And again, focusing on high intensity with each rep. Just like other power training, the goal here is not to get out of breath. It's to move the club as fast as we can. So I will do just normal swings, so just your regular speed swing, so just working on just, again, trying to go as fast as you can. I will work on some single arm swings, so we'll do some lead arm, we'll do some trail arm, helps bring in some single arm speed and single arm strength, as well as I'll kind of work in some drills. So we'll do a step change drill, so you're going to start feet together, club out in front. As you take it back, you're going to step and go. I'll do some heel stomp in both directions, so we want to work on backswing speed. I'll start with that trail leg up, slam it down, take it back, and go. As well as lead leg heel stomp. So as we come back, we're going to let that heel come up and then slam that heel down. And lastly, we'll work on some squat drills. So again, all these are kind of geared at maybe feeling like we use the ground better, a little more actively in the lower body. So we'll go, as we come back, squat, come up. So some different variations you can work with. You can start with the basics, dominant side swings only. Work on getting that speed up. Make sure you track with a monitor within each session, as well as session to session, and track your progress. We always want to be looking at the max, the average, and the low, and those are the numbers we're tracking as we go along. The other part of this is spending some time hitting balls with the same intent. So again, using that radar to track, I usually say take about 10 to 15 balls on the range and go at them with max speed as your only intent. Not worried about where it goes right away, not worried about contact, we're worried about getting those miles per hour up. And then once you get that going, then we'll bring in more contact. You can take some foot spray, spray it on your face, and start figuring out, how do I find the center of the face while maintaining those speeds? So we kind of run through that process. So without the club or without a ball, we're kind of improving that speed potential, or our nervous system, our body's ability to create speed. And then we bring the ball in the picture, so figuring out how to get that intent with the ball on the ground. And then lastly, bring in contact and other things where we start to figure out, how do we find the center of the face while maintaining those speeds. So give that a try. If you have any questions, reach out to me at johnpaul@guidrypt.com.